Hi everyone, welcome to 150 hours of chess. Today is day 16. Um, Yesterday I started to learn the French defense, and I took a look of two defense. One is exchange, one is advance. The advance variation feels quite unnatural to me because it's using the c-file pawn and f-file pawn to challenge the center, and it didn't prioritize the king's safety. So that is a quite interesting idea to me. And I came across another variation called Robinson variation, which didn't immediately resolve in the center. Instead, they bring the knight out. Let me quickly review the variation here. So is e4, e6, d4, d5. And with the advanced variation that they push the pawn here. And after I've tried to study this variation, the best move for black is c5 to immediately challenge the center, and then later on develop with knight c6, queen b6, bishop d7, and then rook c8. And it's basically just develop piece, control the center or the open file. With the exchange variation, after the initial move, white would take on the d file, and then black would take on the d file. And then from here, it is a quite symmetrical position, and I think it's relatively intuitive to play from here. And situation that another variation that I came across yesterday with the Robinson variation. After this, instead of immediately resolve on the tension here, they bring the knight out on knight c3. And what black do is black take here. I was trying to work on it after the streaming yesterday, and I was trying to figure out what could I do in this variation. I first took a look at bringing the knight out, but this is not great because after that they could just push the pawn here and attacking the knight, and the knight would have to move again. And I think in most cases you don't want to move the same piece twice in the opening. And for the bishop, there actually aren't a lot of good plays to go. So with a here, they can immediately push the pawn up to chase the bishop out, and then here is controlled by my opponent, and here they could just push the pawn here to control the space. And with it here, like, yes, I can go to the e7 and then come up from here, but with it here, they could just push the pawn or bring the knight out. With it here, that is controlled by the bishop, and with it here, that they can still resolve it by the e5 pawn push. So there aren't a good position immediately for the dark square bishop to go. Um, and also it seems like in this case, the dark square bishop isn't that useful in this case. And with this knight out, it with this knight out, even though that control the center square, but also it block the pawn here, and then it will be hard for the queen to get out. And all, yeah, and with the light square bishop, there also aren't many space to go because my pawn are on the light square and it's sort of blocking. So the recommended position is just take on the e4, immediately resolve the tension here. And that is the French variation that I came across. So today I will be playing some puzzles and then play a few games. I'll still do the 1510 rapid game, and I will play try to play French as black. Let's start. You have a chance to beat me. Can you find the checkmate? I feel like it would be this. And what else could I do? Okay. They move the knight to here. They move the rock to here. I think it's watching on here because seems like I'm threatening here, but also I'm threatening here as well. What did they take? They take the pawn here. Why didn't have many things developed? This will be a weak square for the king, in this case. And if I can lining up here, I am lining up here. So rock is watching, queen is lining up. Okay, my in this position, I have a bishop controlling the last file. I have a queen here under attack. But also could, if I can come to here, no, actually here is control. King could go there. I have a knight here, not in the center. I have a rock here controlling here. My first thought was bring the rock down, give the king a check. If the king move, then I can take the rock here. If after I bring it down, they use the queen to take, I can take it with the queen, bring my queen out of the attack, and also continuously give king a check. They bring the bishop out, attacking here. Unprotected. This is unprotected. After they attack this, after they take this, they can attack the knight. Let's move for white. I have a rock sort of stuck here. If I can bring the rock to the potential open file, that would be nice. To get rid of this pawn, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 protected. It's not easy. I have a bishop here attacking this unprotected pawn, but also is sort of stuck, not stuck, but hide behind the rock. I've knight here. This space is controlled by their piece, and it can't actually come out. I have a knight here, is also not developed. Rock, not developed. So it's a difficult situation that most of my pieces are crammed. My opponent, their bishop is attacking here, and then if they do attack here, that would be sort of like a trade. They have a bishop lining up with the queen. But bishop is a bit like blocked behind the pawn. Queen is also it's controlling the long diagonal, but also it's stuck behind a pawn line. They would need to come out to do something. Knight here, control the center. Rock here on the open file, and then a rock here. If I push onto here, well, I guess they can directly take my knight. To save the center pawn, I could bring my knight back, and also my knight could start to find a way to actually be active and useful. While protecting this center pawn. What else can I do? I can see that this pawn is hanging. So move the rock here. Oh, it's not completely unprotected because the rock is protected. Move the rock to here. That could open it for the bishop to come out. And then the bishop here could control more space. And also the rock here is watching the open file. That's currently the best move I can see. But that is a bit aimless, like I'm not achieving anything in this move. They reckon I should take. I didn't think about taking because I just realized this bishop is hanging, and if I take it here, then this bishop will be under attack. And if they don't take it back with either piece, then they will lose this bishop. But at the same time, I can take this one. Now I can see. They bring their bishop out, attacking the rock. And also discover attack on the queen. I have rock here, have a bishop here, controlling on this side now. I have a knight. I have a knight here. If my knight goes here, king is in check. Rock could take it. If the rock take and there is nothing else watching here, my queen could take here. If they decided to move the king to g1, what can I do? I could give them another check. They could directly take me with pawn. And then I will have double pawn. Let's say I have double pawn here. I can't immediately bring the queen to this space to check the king again. So my queen is still under attack. And also I will lost a knight here. I feel like I could push it here first. After they take, I take back. I can control this. I can just like bring the bishop to the game as well. But also they have a bishop here watching as well. So that is not that easy because they could just take my bishop. Otherwise, it would be quite nice that the bishop could control this. How to remove it here? Okay, that is not a good move. Do them in here. If my knight goes to here, that check the queen. I imagine the knight could take, and then pawn could take. And then after the pawn take here, I feel like I can challenge the queen. But so far, we are equal. So like I'm down a knight. I during this exchange, I lost one knight. They lost one knight. If I bring the queen down to challenge their queen, they could just take it. Or even move it. Like take the pawn here. Okay, now I really don't have a good idea about what to do. Okay. They suggest me to use my queen. If I take it here, they take it back. I take. That is fine, but also they can just drop the knight back to block. And after they remove the knight here, maybe I can bring the knight. Ah, now it's time to. Okay. Because their king don't have escape square, So if I can control the back rank, then it would be a checkmate. They bring the queen back. I think they. I have a queen, a rock, and a bishop. Bishop is taking their rock, and it's currently under attack. I have a queen here, sort of challenging the queen and also attacking the bishop. Rock here. With it here, if they take, I take back, that will be equal. Trade out equal piece. If I goes here, then if they, if I take the rock here, and then they take my queen, I take the queen with the rock, and then they take it here with rock, then I'm actually gaining the piece value during the progress. I could move the rock. I could move the queen to somewhere. And then if they do this, I can take. And if they do this, I can take it with my rock. And then, I mean, they could take back. I will have one queen versus their two rocks. None of this sounds good. What else can I do? I can take the queen here, and then they can take my queen back. And then if I drop it, that would be a, well, they have a pawn here, and then they can push this pawn to have a pawn line. Because of that, it's a check, so I have enough time to move the bishop back. Oh. Ooh. I meant to have more sleep last night, but I was playing on my phone for too long and didn't sleep enough. My computer is not charging. Let me quickly check it. Hmm. It doesn't seem like it wants to work. I might actually work on it tomorrow. But I'll play some game. Okay, I'm black. Queen's opening. So I'll probably follow what they are up to. They bring the bishop out. Maybe likely to do that. With the attack here, I mean, I can bring the queen out for it. So it feels fine for me. I'm thinking I could bring the knight out, or you know, I could mirror them as well, because that is not immediate attack. Just see what I do. Okay, they bring the knight out, control the center. I feel like they might go in for here, saying that I can't push this up. So if I push this up, my knight will be hanging. So I'll do this first. Because if they do this, I want to push it up to protect, and then they can immediately take my knight. They support the pawn here. Now I feel like I could get my knight out. Yeah, I haven't decided, do I want to castle king side or queen side? But after they do this, the knight could go here. Okay, they get their bishop out, attacking my bishop here. I will take it because otherwise I will break my pawn line, which I don't want. And also that might help them develop the queen. I am consider leaving escape square first, but they have quite a few pieces lining up here. I am thinking about breaking, like, trying to remove the bishop here. Can't see many pieces hanging. They castle. I'll castle as well. I feel like here could be a good space for protection, for like attack. They push it further. I don't want them to push further more because that would walk into a pawns fork. I'm thinking about taking it, and it have 2 protection. Depends on what they take. If they take it with knight, I might just take back here. So, but after they move it here, their bishop is hanging. Now we equal. I can take it here. That would be winning a piece because that was hanging. If they take it here, I can bring in my queen out at the same time. Hey, welcome. I'm also thinking about bringing my knight out. And that is the normal square. But after my knight goes here, then all the other space is sort of controlled by my opponent. So I'm actually thinking about bringing my knight here. So I can, yeah, there aren't many spaces to go as like here as well. To get the rock out to this open file, I can't see what they're aiming. But I feel like if I can get my queen to here, oh, knight is here. But if I can get my queen to here, that would, knight is also watching there. Never mind. Would need to remove this knight first. If I take it here, they can take it with rock or the queen. And no matter what, I think my queen goes here could be fine. I think taking benefits me more. After that, I'll go here. My knight could also go here. Okay. I'm going to bring this out protect the bishop, they might push it here. If that is the case, I will drop it back. But also, if they push the pawn here, that remove a protector for the knight here. They take a pawn, attacking my rock. I could move my knight here, connect both of the rock, and yeah, I think there is nothing to be worried too much. Okay. They take the other pawn. I could bring my rock to the center, probably protecting my knight. Other than that, yes, they are attacking my bishop, but also there is no other piece attacking my bishop as well. So I could have taken the queen. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I missed my chance to take the queen. I think they're aiming for here. With my bishop, I feel like do I want to save it? I feel like there's not too much point, but I can try to push it up to start to break this pawn line. I wonder if they are aiming for stacking the rock here. If I can bring it up, I have 1, 2, 3 protected, and they have 1, 2, 3 protected. I'm wondering, so with it push up here, generally take it with the pawn. I take it with my knight. They have to take it with the knight. And then I take it with bishop. They take it with rock. I take it with queen. This is sort of working. But instead, I'm actually thinking about trade the knight first, because that will be actually forcing them to do something. Ah, but after this, I can't use my pawn. Yeah, I'm losing. I lost a piece. Mm. They could go there. Driving the knight out is actually quite nice. Mm. Thinking about going to here. Don't have other thing lining up here. Oh, so annoying that I've blundered my knight. This rock is hanging. Would be nice to take. No, it's not hanging. Watch by the queen. Well, the queen is hanging. This rock is hanging. I can't get access to it though. Oh, what was I thinking? I can bring the queen down and then take the rock. What? It's my brain. I don't think it will work. How can I win some peace? How to get to this rock? I feel like if I can get to here, no. Everything is watched. I'm really blunder now. Maybe I should go to there, and then that will be pinned to the king. And then I will have time. to move it or even just trade. That would be better. I really shouldn't have played my phone for too late last night. Yeah, I just this is a screwed situation. Let's have the queen seeing what they do. Yeah, my queen should have go to there. They drop back. Maybe controlling here. I can get my queen back. Taking this pawn. But now I imagine they might just do either to protect the pawn here. Okay, they are watching here. I wonder if they are aiming for this or even this. Okay, they bring the knight back. Forking my queen and the rock. I mean, I can bring the queen here, pin the queen to the king. That would trade for the queen, but I'm ready down pieces. That's currently the best I can think of. Because if they push it to here, I can't unpassant. So I'm potentially getting a pass pawn. Oh, if they don't move, that would be awkward. So if they take here, I take, they can take back. So I'm gonna Well, if they take, I'll take them. So at least I'll be up a pawn. And now after they move the rock away, I'm happy to just push it here. Okay, they double it. What can I do here? I think there aren't many things I can do. I can push it here. But after they take, well, I know I shouldn't trade, but also, yeah, I don't think at this point there is any point that I can win. They could just like promote this to a queen and then checkmate me. I'm gonna resign. This would be my first resign during my whole theory, because I really don't see any way to win unless they blunder really, really badly. Yeah, I had at least one miss and one blunder for this game. I miss a queen. I miss a chance to take the queen with my bishop, and I blundered my knight. Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, try to think and predict what my opponents do. I think I will just play another game and then cut it short today. One thing is because my computer refused to charge, and it's currently don't have as much battery left. And the other thing is that I didn't sleep much last night, and I'm currently struggling to think. I am white. I guess I won't be able to practice French defense today. And if I play as white, I will do the Italian opening and then castle this way. They attack my piece. I'm gonna protect it. 4 knights. I've also seen 4 knights before. Okay, the last time I see this, they are pushing up here as well. And I can't remember why they do that. But I don't think that's matter. So I'm gonna castle here. Or they might just leave escape square early. Bishop move out supporting, but also they block the default pawn coming out and the bishop coming out. And also I can't exactly see a move of what exactly they're up to. And also, currently this square is only protected by the knight, and their pawn can't come out to protect the square. I feel like if I get my knight here, that would be trade, but also it would control more space. They would have to move the knight to be able to push this pawn. So I feel like me challenging the center would be better. After that, I reckon I'll get my bishop out so that all the square my knight could go, I could control. Okay, they move it back. I think they're preparing for this move. Oh, also, they could just take me. Well, in that case, I might just drop it back to here, maybe? Yeah, I'll drop it back to here. So if they want to attack, they would have 2 more moves before they can attack me. I think they might aiming for getting the queen out. I reckon I could even get my bishop here, controlling this diagonal. And then if the queen goes to here, I can potentially doing this. Okay, they use this way. I feel like they might be aiming for this. In that case, if I do this, and then they do this, and then I could push the pawn up here, and then if they take, I can take back with my bishop here, and then here would be an open file. Or even, oh, they closed it. Okay. Interesting. If I bring this up, that would leave the bishop here unprotected. I feel like it's better to leave it here. Because I don't want to move my center pawn to the side. So I reckon I'll let it stay like this. One issue I might come across is how to bring my queen out in this case. I might bring it here. If I move the knight, my queen could come out to the king's side. Also, if they move it back here, I feel like they might intend it to push the pawn up. And then after I take, they take, they're actually controlling the center. So I'm actually thinking about bringing the rock to the center. It seems like these will be likely to be open file. Now this bishop is watching this pawn. If the knight comes here, they will attack my bishop. I feel like I will push the d5 pawn up, challenge here, and if they take, I can take it back with knight and also, or like bishop, and also open this part up for my queen. They push it further. Their pawn is very extended. I think I could move my knight here. If they take, I'll take back. And okay, I imagine they take my knight. I can take it. I can take the bishop here as a trade. Knight move here, attacking my pawn here. I could bring my bishop. Let me think. The knight could goes here, currently protected by my bishop. But if the knight go there, that would fork my queen and the bishop. Knight could take my center pawn. I'm thinking about bringing my queen up. If they push it here to attack my queen, I could directly take the pawn here. And here is not controlled by my opponent. Okay, I have 13 battery left, 13% battery left, so hopefully I can make it to the end of the game before it cut out. I feel like now it is safe to bring the pawn up. If they use some pawn zone, I could take it here. And then I can push it up here to start to challenge the center pawn again. They bring the knight back. Okay. Are they going to here to challenge the bishop here? They might. I'm thinking about bringing the rock to the center and then attacking here. Or actually, I could bring this one out. Also, I'm thinking about pushing it here. Just prevent. They're currently attacking my bishop. If I do this, that would attack the queen. And then there is currently don't. If I do this, they would have to do something about the queen. And there aren't a huge amount of good space to go. If they take it here, well, as long as I take their queen, I should be fine. So, yes. They move the queen. I can do this. So win the rock behind it. Okay, I have 7% battery left. They push it here. Are they prompting the queen trade? I can't see why I can't trade. Thinking about taking it here. And then if the king don't take it, I'll bring it back. If the king take it, gonna drop my knight. Oh, drop my bishop, rock. And then now the bishop is sort of pinned. And then bring my rock up. And then what can I do? I can bring it up to here. So here is controlled by the knight, and here is controlled by the bishop. I feel like the only safe space for me to go is here. Now is the difficulty of how to check the king. %. I think you're right. I have 5% left. I might be cut off at any time. So anyway, thank you for watching today. And if it cut off, hope you have a good evening. And I'll see you on Thursday. And I'll try to be more like prepared. I'm gonna trade tonight. And then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna start to push pawn. Then I'm gonna go here. so I have a part spawns. I just need to get it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just need to use 5 steps, get it across the board to a queen. If I take it here, they can take back. That's fine. I'll just move my rock. They are attacking my other pawn, but it's fine. I feel like they okay. It seems like I might manage to save it. What? Okay, is this still going? Did I abandon the game? Okay, I think they might be aiming for here. Um, they come to here. I feel like they are aiming for it. Would be nice to maybe I should bring my king to the game. Just leave this part like this for now. Okay, so they are coming here to remove it. Well, currently they can't. But it would be such a nice thing to do a skewer here. This is gone. Okay, they are aiming for here. I currently feel like was here. That would be nice. Let me calculate the step. If I goes here, they take, and then I goes here. King move to anywhere. And then I can take it here. And then if they go this way, I could even take the knight. So I think that's fine. That's a skewer. Okay, the king is still protecting the knight. Now they are... This is controlled. If I move the rock to here, controlling here, king could go here. And then, yeah, I better save it rather than doing anything crazy. I feel like maybe I can bring my rock here. Just try to attack it. Okay, then move that way. I reckon I should bring it back to safety first before anything happens. And then I can get my king up and then just take it, and then I'm helping my h-file pawn. I guess they can come back to protect it. Yeah. With this case, I guess I can take it. They are on the same file. Maybe I can attack them here. Or I could have even just go up, and then after they move, maybe I can take it here. Not sure what they're up to. They are taking my rock. I can try to attack it, or even goes to here. Okay. Be nice to do this. Now it's time to bring the pawn up. And then this way. Okay, they move it away. If they do this again, I can use the rock to pin the knight to the king. Yes, they resign. Yeah, I will still leave it here for today. Hilarious situation. I'll try to get my computer fixed. And thank you for watching for today.